this bitch some more. Let's turn it up a notch. Let's turn it up a notch. Cause trust me, this ain't like, oh look, I got some deeper shit for y'all. Just know that. Y'all who been fucking with your boy for a grip, just know I got some deeper shit for y'all. We be Antarctica was Australia before what we know as Australia today was even called that because they went through a renaming process too. So before so in the early 1800s and before, Antarctica was always called Australia. So now we got to go back and reread a lot of these books that was talking about Australia, and we got to change our perception of what an Australian Aboriginal is. Because what if those Aboriginals in Australia today, what if they came from Antarctica and they migrated because of a catastrophe was happening? And so did all of the animals. We all said that Australia got some weird, creepy, big ass animals. Like the motherfuckers look like they just different from all the because the motherfuckers came from over the ice wall. Antarctica. Yeah. That's where some of that shit come from. So now we gotta change our whole thought process when we think about what really was going on. And it wasn't even that long ago. What's saying that, oh?
What up, bro? Chillin', chillin'. Hey, I was gonna say, if anybody, if y'all noticed, right, and the thing that I show y'all the difference between how a Kato Indian is compared to a Yazoo Indian, right, is that I respected that lady's law, even though I did my little shit talking in the chat and was talking to the more you know and messing with him a little bit, doing the things in the chat. I respected her enough not to get up in that live and bring my issues with Moors or whatever it was, or change the energy of that live because of how I was feeling to fuck with oh boy. That's the difference. That's what we be trying to tell y'all is that, and I'm gonna take it there too. He don't care. He's a Yazoo. If he's a real Yazoo, he's showing it. That's how real fucking, if he really from the backdoor ass tribe that he from, the disrespectful tribe that he from, and they the ones that like to infiltrate and take people's shit. He just
Man, look,
played his character because he infiltrated her shit and took over her shit like a real fucking Yazoo. And that's why I don't fuck with him. Because I'm a Mississippi and Cato fucking Indian.
this is why we tell people like it's very important to understand and know these tribes, their individual history, your individual lineage, because you ain't gonna always get along with certain people. Like when you ever walk, you ever you ever been walking in the street and you ran into somebody and like your soul was just like and then you could run into somebody else and your soul be like, yeah, this cool right here. Because something deep down inside knows that there's something inside certain people that just ain't gonna click. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when we talk about this Indian stuff, and if you really believe in this stuff and the spiritual aspect, because like I said, you can't be an Indian without being spiritual to understand reflections, universal laws, uh, twin flames, spirits, reincarnations, and all of that. And we know that we just our ancestors reincarnated, so there it's a reason why certain tribes come on here and call you a Wabo and try to dismiss everything that you be talking about because we are our ancestors. We keep reincarnating on this astral plane. So in reality, they their ancestors and we ours, and they know what's going on, but we don't know because the ethnocide. You understand me? So you still have people out here that's like that. So a lot of these people are their ancestors. And they know that genetically and DNA wise what to do on this planet. I gotta disrupt this. I take shit. I'm a conqueror. You know, all this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But that was real mad disrespectful though. You know what I'm saying? That was real mad disrespectful. I will say that. And everybody was just quiet. She was doing her thing. You know, and it ain't no competition on knowledge. It ain't about who did what first and who did what more. It ain't about it. It's the information potent. Is it real? Are you even teaching anything? And how many people retain the information that was taught by you? Like, come on, man. Like, that bold. Feel me? He said the Holy Bible even soaks of reincarnation. Yeah, most definitely. Reincarnation, man. So a lot of these people just their ancestors. Because we are ancestors. We just getting our memory back on our end. You know what I'm saying? And it's a beautiful thing because, the powerful Mississippian Empire is reconnected. Now it makes sense why everybody is nervous. It's a reason why we intimidate a lot of people, especially when we all together. It makes sense why the first Black Wall Street and all the franchises of us was inside of this Mississippi powerhouse. You know what I'm saying? We was a powerhouse. People needed cotton. Where they had to come? They had to come to Mississippi to get the cotton. People wanted that silk, that gold. Where y'all had to come? Y'all had to come to the Mississippians for that shit. Y'all wanted that fresh, sweet fruit and everything else that you can't grow in the desert. You got to come to the Mississippians for that shit. Folks had to come to us. Where is all that oil at that people struck? In the Mississippi. Now it makes sense why the Negro has $1 billion in the United States in the 1800s. It makes sense why we had over 100 million acres of land. We just them people, a powerhouse. So if we always did our culture and we just didn't know because our culture is by blood and genetics and soul, then that means, man, music or basketball, music, everything was dope. Barbecuing. And then I'm gonna tell you a little history. I'm gonna tell you this. Africans tried to jack our sisters twerking. You know how our sisters twerk and shit like that? The Africans tried to jack that. But you know how our sisters is actually belly dancers. They ancient belly dancers. And that twerking that we call today, back then, it was a form of belly dancing, as in what the Nagas or what we know today as the Indians or the Buddhists or, just Queen Khalifa and Krishna and all them. Bro, it's the same shit. Trust me. And I'm going to do a whole video breaking that shit down side by side. What's happening, Proto?
Hey, what's up, bro? Man, I'm having like I don't know where to start, man. But yeah, the work that you're doing is amazing, man. It is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm doing research. I've been doing research on a different type of topics, and one of them were, I was trying to find out what could have possibly happened to the Olmecs, and I came across, um, and you've been talking about it earlier, the Vatican manuscripts can be downloaded from the internet. It's right here, the Flatte book. And in this manuscript, the Vatican already knew about America, right? Because they've been sending missionary in America, in the year 1000, like 500 years before Columbus. The
Right.
Norsemen used to come here, and
Yep.
I didn't quite understand why the Vatican will know that America existed, and now trying to cover up things by sending Columbus. I mean, they kind of like try to cover up something that happened using the Columbus scheme, saying that, oh, we only heard about America when Columbus was trying to get to India and finally he got to America. That's how we knew that America existed. But according to this manuscript, they already knew about America. So there is a cover up. And this is where I was stuck, right? I was stuck at this level here because I didn't know what went down. And during your live today, I found out that, through the Mississippian civilization, I found out what really happened, because it allows me to move forward with my research because I was stuck here. So now we know that,
You're Koki, bro. Appreciate you, bro.
yeah, we don't all agree on everything, right? You know my position, right? I'm from Africa, but bro,
But
I'm doing research on this, and what I have already
you're
found is mind
recognizing my
blowing.
folks. But that's what I tell
So
you. Thank you for recognizing my folks, G. You're acknowledging my folks, homie.
yeah, so here is the worst thing, bro. I'm having goosebump right now. I went online to
Mhm.
download this document, and I see my